Okay, hi, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Pinoy Viajero, and this is my first entry on Steemit. So, I was actually thinking of coming up with a vlog entry tonight. I wanted to create a video that talks about blockchain and digital transformation, and I figured I really don't know where to start, so I sort of realized that maybe I should first start talking about the first time I actually signed up on Steemit. So, unlike most of the platforms that I know of, Steemit usually would ask you for a couple of things start, before you can even start using the platform. So, typical to most social media accounts, what Steemit does is to first verify uh, an email address, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with, because that's what you probably did when you signed up on Facebook or Instagram or maybe even Twitter or YouTube. So, just like these popular social media platforms, Steemit will also require you the same thing. Uh, in fact, what Steemit will do is to not just verify your email account but also ask for your mobile number, which you'll have to provide, and you will receive a code which you're supposed to type in to activate your account. Now, the biggest difference from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube versus Steemit is that on Steemit, before you even get activated or before you can even gain full access to the account, someone on Steemit side would have to sort of validate your access or provide you these access. Now, I'm not really sure because I'm really new. I'm not really sure if the access the activation of access is done manually. Maybe I should take a look at that even more, or maybe look into that even more. So I'm not really sure if it's done manually. What I know of is that for certain individuals, activation of their Steemit account normally takes roughly about a couple of days, sometimes 24 hours if you're lucky, or probably 48 hours, or it can even take as long as 2 weeks. Now, there are two ways to pretty much gain activation on your Steemit account. You can either pay for it, and I believe that you will have to sort of shell out some Steam power or maybe Steam for you to gain access. Or you could probably, because I have not really tried it, so I don't really know. But what I know of is that you can also gain access to it at no cost, and that's what I did. That's what happened to me. I actually logged in. I sort of registered on Steemit without having to pay for it, and I think I'm one of those lucky individuals who were able to gain access to the platform really really quickly. In fact, if I remember it correctly, I was able to access the account in just a matter of minutes. So I'm one of those really lucky individuals who was able to access the account in no time. Uh, but for most people who are not as lucky as I am, they would usually need to wait for their access, and that can be a bummer because that would mean waiting for more than 24 hours of not really knowing whether you'll get approved or not. Uh, in fact, I also created another account on Steemit, and until now, and it has been more than 2 weeks, I think. Until now, I have not really received any letter or any news from Steemit side on whether my account is active or not. But I would assume it's probably because I did not pay for it, which means I chose the button that says wait for it, wait for the activation. So it's not an instant activation like when you pay for it, I guess. I don't know. So that's the thing. Uh, before I think one area for improvement that I can definitely or that I look forward to Steemit in the future is that it would be a lot friendlier for new users. So if you want to gain access to the program, want to gain access to the platform, it should be easy. It should be a breeze, and people should not have difficulty registering in the platform. So that's one thing that I look forward to as an improvement on Steemit. The other thing that I really think would matter is the onboarding uh, of new users on Steemit. Uh, One thing that I realized, or one thing that I noticed, and in fact, it was also mentioned to me by one of my uh, friends, or at least I would like to say that I have gained some friends on Steam, on the Steam blockchain, and I realized that for some of these individuals, they were actually saying that learning the ropes on Steemit can be quite a steep. The learning curve is steep. That's what they say. It's not as easy as when you try to navigate or you try to learn Facebook, or you try to learn YouTube or any other platform. In fact, it can be a little daunting because unlike the other platforms that you're really familiar with, the popular ones on Steam, you need to manage four passwords. One for posting, one that says active key, one that's for your memo, and one that you use if you want to change all three. And these passwords, you need to save this somewhere. You got to make sure it's secured. You need to have a backup of it, because if you lose these four passwords, or just maybe lose the owner password, and I think that's the most important password out of the four, it will be problematic because there's no way for Steemit to sort of retrieve these passwords, which means if you lose it, that's it. Your account is gone. Whatever Steam you've saved uh, using your username or under your account, under your name, is gone, and you will not be able to access it anymore, because you will need these passwords to gain access uh, to your Steams. So it's highly important for you to make sure that your passwords are secure and that you've saved it somewhere. So thinking about it, registering is daunting. It's not easy. Uh, Navigating the platform can be a little scary because you are faced with managing four passwords. So I don't know if that can be simplified. I know that there is such a thing called Steam Connect, which should help manage your passwords really well. You don't have to enter all of it again. Sorry. So, sorry. So, you don't have to manage all four passwords, especially if you keep your if you use one device to access your whatever platform it is that you use, be it Partico or what else? Partico. I use Steam, um, and I think I remember. I used to have use something. I forget what that is, but I usually just have Partico and Steam app, which are amazing, by the way. These are really really good Oh yeah, I remember. Busy. There's also busy.org. There's also Steam Peak, which is also pretty cool. And of course, the best one, which I always use, is Apex. So I'm a huge fan of the Apex platform. So imagine all of these applications are built on the Steam blockchain. So that means if you sort of post content on one, let's say you posted a content on using Steam app, then whatever that post that you uploaded, it will also appear on Partico. If let's say you have Partico, it will not appear on Apex, by the way, which is a little weird. Imagine that. But if you post something on Apex, it will appear on Steemit. So, but anyhow, maybe I will create a different video talking about all those things. But for now, um, I just want to say I'm really, really amazed with the Steemit platform. I think it's absolutely amazing. Uh, this is my first uh, vlog for Steemit. I am happy that I am part of this community, and I'd like to say hi to a lot of people. Thank you so much for making my onboarding experience really, really amazing. Uh, if not for the help of these of the community, it would have been very challenging for me to sort of, and very scary for me to sort of stay in the Steemit platform, because it's not really easy to use. It's difficult to navigate. It's pretty challenging. And then since we're already there, I was actually talking about it to some of my friends. They love it. I think they're also amazed with the platform and how you can monetize it. But just like I said, it's not easy to register. It's not easy to use it. It's not easy to navigate it. It can get a little confusing. So maybe if we want to, let's say, have more people use it, maybe someone will have to do something about that. I mean, it's really painful to register. It's really painful to get yourself onboarded. It can get really confusing. So hopefully someone can do something about it. Uh, just let's just start with registering. I mean, make it easy for people to register. But I don't know. Maybe there's a way. Maybe there's something that I don't know of. If there's a better way for people to actually register on Steam and it's fast and the approval is really, really fast, tell me about it. At the comment below, down below, let me know. I'd be very glad to find out about it, because I'd love to share Steemit to my friends, and I want them to sort of also sign up, and I want them to be part of the community, but it has to be easy for them. So there you have it. If you know a better way to sort of register and it's faster, approval is faster, let me know down below. I would really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much for listening up to the very end of this video. And again, thank you so much. You all have a great week ahead. And it's morning right now here in the Philippines. So that's it. This is my first video on Steemit. I'm most likely gonna upload it on DTube, because I found out just now that it's costly to actually upload it on 3Speak, and I think you need to get approval for you to upload your content on 3Speak. Plus, it requires you to pay, so I don't really want to pay. So there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for listening to me again. Let me know if there's a better way to register. Have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.